What's up everyone, welcome, my name is MT Major, and today we're taking a look at my personal top 3 medium-sized ships. Now with medium-sized ships, I literally mean ships that land on a medium landing pad, ships that are mediumly sized in the game. And why I want to make this this list of my top 3 is because there are so many people that play medium-sized ships. I think the most of the people in Elite Dangerous play medium-sized ships, whether you're a Type 6 or you know, the Osprey Explorer, Python right here, or further lands. A lot of people play these ships. You know, the Osprey Explorer is the top most rated ship to be played in the game, and that's for very good reason. Medium-sized ships are generally just extremely good. For any Dutch, Belgium, or Luxembourgish people that are watching this video, if you want to find a fun group of players that play Elite Dangerous, you should totally check out the Benelux Elite Dangerous Discord. I'm in there too, a lot of other people are, and it's a very large community with a lot of fun stuff, events, a lot of playing together. It's, you know, Elite Dangerous is always more fun with more people, so yeah, totally check that out. At the end of this video, I will I'll show you the intro of the Benelux server, and obviously this is mostly spoken Dutch there, so keep in mind that if you're from another country. But yeah, it's a very fun community, so people look for a community, go check it out. It's in the description down below. You guys can join and we can have an awesome time there. Number 3, the Type 6. I know, a lot of people are raging right now. How the fuck can you put the Type 6 on number 3? The top 3 of medium-sized ships. It's a small-sized ship on a medium landing platform. It can't do shit. It can't fight. It can't PvE. It can't PvP. I can't do anything with it than leveling up at the beginner stage of my game. Exactly. Because that's what I did. Because when I was a younger Elite Dangerous player and I barely had 1 million or 2 million, I bought the Type 6 because somewhere I heard a bird chirp about Sothis' sales, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna try it. And just like any other player right now, I flew over there and I did my first mission. I made like 2 million, and I was so goddamn excited because I was so much closer to my dream to be getting the Osprey Explorer back then, right? But this is the Type 6. Now the reason I chose the Type 6 to be number 2, or number 3, I'm so sorry, number 3, is mainly, it's just because of that fact. This is anyone's first, I think this is anyone's first ship, right? First actual transport ship. Usually, like, people use this thing to gain in ranks, get enough coin, you know, be able to purchase the Type 7 so that you can do so the sales even better, right? I mean, that, at least when I was playing the game, that was the thing that everyone was doing. So that's why this ship is number 3, not because it's actually good, or not because it's actually, I mean, first of all, it looks adorable. I mean, this is like anytime I see a player flying in Type 6, I'm like, yes, that's awesome. You know, it's like just another beginner trader, and that's what I like about the game. So, you know, I think this thing really deserves number 3. If you guys don't agree with me, honestly, it's all to personal perspective. I think that this is, for me, the best ship, the best, or the 3rd best medium-sized ship. Let's go to number 2. You guys probably already guessed it. Number 2 is the Python, a extremely good ship, I would say. There are a lot of things that's nice about the Python. It's a very, very, very well-rounded and multi-purpose. You can do a lot of stuff with it. It's pretty large as well for a medium ship, and it just has a lot of awesome features. It has 2 large hardpoints and two medium, so you definitely can do some damage with this thing as well. And it just has some very cool features to it. The ship kit actually, as you guys can see, the ship kit actually changes the ship to a regard, as with other ship kits that don't really change ships as much, but this ship kit really does. And this ship really does have its beneficial points. It has good internals. It has good optional internals. I think that this is, for me personally, the number one because, well, it's also my main ship, but it's just because it has so much to offer, and way much to offer than the number one. But the number one, I'll get to that. But I personally think it's just a lot better, a lot bigger, and especially in PvP, PvE, it's a lot better. But it has its lackings. You know, it's not really good at jump range. Um, it has a not really good maneuverability, but it's doable, it's manageable, but it's not really good. And yeah, it does have its lower things as well. It comes at a higher cost, the highest of this whole list, which is 56 million credits if I'm right, or 58. So it is kind of expensive for newer beginner players, but it's a really cool and fun ship, and you guys should totally check it out if you guys want to check this out. So this is my top 2. Oh, and I'm almost forgetting, for some fucking ungodly reason, the Python has more cargo space than the Type 7. So even in transportation, even in, you know, if you transport cargo and stuff, this is a better trader than the Type 7 by definition, because it has, unless you're in for jump range, because Type 7 does have more jump range, but other than that, you know, this is a better trader as well. Now, so what is the top 1 best medium ship in the game? You guys might be questioning that. Now, there are a lot of good candidates for this, but I obviously had to choose between the ship that had the most, that basically is the most used ship in the game, and that is the Osprey Explorer. Now, the Osprey Explorer is the most used ship in the game. According to Anera, the most people playing are right now playing with the Osprey Explorer, which is logical because it's an extremely well balanced and extremely good ship. It comes at a cheap price of 6.6 million, and yet it is the most used ship in the game. And why is it the most used ship? That is because, first of all, it looks very cool. This is also one of my first ships that I wanted to buy and had, and eventually sold again for something bigger. But yes, it looks cool. It has amazing jump range. Obviously, it's an Explorer, but it also has some decent hard points. It has good utility mounts. It just overall a really good ship. I would say it's not an excellent ship for PvPing or PvEing, but if you want to do it with this ship, you can easily do that as well. Now let's real quickly look at what it has for hard points. Now, as you can see, it has 4 smalls and 2 mediums, so that means you can do a lot of different things with this ship, and it can have a lot of firepower. For example, these 4 smalls are around the cockpit. If you fill those up with railguns and these with multi-cannons, you can do some serious damage, and that's something that is extremely interesting with the Osprey Explorer. Now, I personally think that this is the best medium ship in the game, mainly because it's just so overused that like everyone wants this ship at one point. Everyone has flown it. It's like the Sidewinder of the medium ships. It's insane, right? And that is because it's just such a good overall ship. The Osprey Scout is so much more bad than the Osprey Explorer, and I mean that's just how it is. I mean, look, I mean, hear this sound too.
Landing gear retracted.
Sounds on this thing are amazing. Come on, let's be honest, they are. And it's a really good ship, and that's just my verdict. So some other honorable mentions are the Fer-de-Lance and the Chieftain. Now the Chieftain I didn't use because it's not. I just don't think it's that good of a ship. It's a really good ship, but not top 3 good. And you know, it's according to my opinion anyway. And the Fer-de-Lance I didn't use because it's only a PvP ship, and I don't really like the ship because it's so much focused on PvP. You can't really do anything else with it. I mean, PvE you could do that just like you could do PvE with the Osprey Explorer, but it's just not something I use that much because I don't really think it's that good. But I mean, it's a really good ship, but not top 3. as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little list that I made. This is all personal, so it's all my personal list of ships that that I enjoy fighting with. So and that's basically the video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you did, and like if you did, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.
Kapitein Diederik, commandant Tom hier. Ik heb een target gevonden bij de Nest Beacon. Doelwit bevindt zich op 521 lichtseconden van Alpha Centauri tussen ster en planeet 3. Schakel deze zo spoedig mogelijk uit, ik heb een promotie. Oeps, even terug waar ik gebleven was. Oh ja, ik vertel op jullie, over en uit. Ja, dat gehoord. Begin opsporingsprocedure. Begrepen, vol gas en FSD ingeschakeld voor supercruise.